Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I created Magic and Miracles with one purpose only: to help people to learn about manifestation the way it really works. The last 15 years of mine have been a journey, a personal journey of my own, like everybody here, um, who has struggled with some kind of an issue, some kind of, whether that's SP or something else. I had my own journey to go through, and I had to do it on my own because at the time I couldn't find a coach I resonated with. So I did the journey on my own, but in the process of those last 15 years, I created the signature coaching program, and I've been a coach for 10 years, the last 3 years on YouTube. And wanted to create something bite-sized for the YouTube audience. I think it's really important because I don't want you to be in coaching longer than you should be. And I will kind of like go into it a little bit just because want to set the expectation and also explain how it works. So it's 2 to 3 months. Okay, on average, that's enough. I think the ideal version of this is 2 to 3 months initially. Okay, I don't particularly care, with all due respect, what you have done before, to work through your mama drama panorama. This is not therapy. This is very different. If you need therapy, please, by all means, you really, really should take care of therapy first. It's not that you know what I mean. It's just everything has a place. Okay, I'm not a therapist. In that sense, the only time it hasn't worked out all that great in my coaching with anybody is because it wasn't coaching that they needed. They really needed some other kind of help. Okay, and I'm a very patient person in coaching. I love my clients, and like my heart just feels for them that they need the help because, again, I've been there. But the thing is, I can't help you if that part of you isn't stable. You need to be at least stable enough to, come show up to appointments. I will demand results out of you. That's my fucking job. Okay, and I'm very honest, and some people can't handle the truth. Okay, and sometimes I have even been attacked. Okay, now these cases, you don't hear about them because they didn't get out of fucking control. But, in other words, if this is the situation, keep it to therapy, then come in when we can really work together. Okay. I'm a very patient coach. I will call you out like, hey, you're crossing the line. Like, if you're asking for my attention 24/7, I've had that. Again, I sympathize tremendously. I just can't offer that. Sometimes people demanded to know where I live. I don't think that's appropriate. So, but other than that, if the person is level-headed, stable, etc., you should be. There's no reason. There's no reason that you should not be able to grasp what I'm teaching in 2 to 3 months. All right. If you're not lazy, if you come prepared, if this truly means something to you, okay. If you're really like sick and tired of the same cycle, that's my crowd. And, that's the 2 to 3 months. Now, sometime down the line, um, come back for a refresher, new stuff, new upgrades, but it's not gonna be the same, like, really. In the beginning is a lot of work. Then you take a break, come back for touch-ups, you coming from a different place this time around, and this is how it works. From time to time, you can check in, but in essence, I really want you to apply what you learn, not just, you know what I mean? The other thing is, really quick, just this is another symptom of somebody really belongs in therapy than in coaching. Somebody who procrastinates a lot and doesn't really take action what we're discussing. I don't have time to waste. Do you have money to waste? Kind of deal. You know what I mean? If you're gonna pay all this fucking money to a coach, like, you need to apply that shit kind of situation. Otherwise, it's gonna be, what's the point? So if you don't have this drive, to get up and do things and act on them, like, chances are, again, with all due respect and sympathy, you need therapy. You don't have that. You know what I mean? Maybe you're depressed. I don't know. Again, not a therapist. So I feel like this is my job. to tell people to kind of like manage expectations, okay? Because I only want to work with people who are ready to rock and roll, and by God, these people are amazing. You all the review, I mean, all there are thousands of reviews, but some of them are not off of YouTube, so I like to keep my like well-known clients to the side over here. But they're all real, they all came from emails directly from my clients. And that's kind of how it works out in my coaching. If you want to be in my coaching, you need to book the 1 hour first. We need to talk about things. Again, check it out, like what's, if the chemistry is right in that sense, etc. And then just come prepared with this kind of understanding that it's going to be 2 to 3 months. Okay, I know some people come to me and they say, Anna, but you don't understand. I'm a fast learner. I respect that. Okay. I just have a very, very intense process. And again, be prepared for a lot of truth, not disrespectful. Okay. But truth. Okay. I think it's disrespectful to lie to somebody and continue like taking money and not arriving at anything. This is why I'm so fucking truthful. So I will be truthful. Some people don't like the truth. Again, so only come if you're ready for the truth. Never will disrespect you. But again, I think the disrespect is in lying. Okay, first and foremost. All right. So that aside, please join my book club if you want to continue receiving audios 3 times, 2 to 3 times per week. It's $59. You need to sign the coaching agreement because, darlings, I'm working on a next level material. There are no intros in those audios. I send them to you directly to your email. Okay. What else? Hold on one second. I have the list right here. Sorry. um, you can ask one question a month via email. Okay, just don't make a session out of it. Just please be respectful of my time. I will answer a question like this is what I will guide you. I will give you the direction, but don't make a session out of it. It would be irresponsible of me to give this analysis just having never met you, not even for an hour. So please understand that. You can submit requests, okay, in the book club, what you want to hear. But essentially understand that, and you will need to renew the subscription. Understand I'm writing like several books. My problem has never been lack of ideas, and it just happens that like around 4th of July, I ask myself the question, what is my next step? And I really, really, really want to write books and put them together and protect my genius. Okay. And it just happens to be easier to protect it in the book form than 500 audios and videos. And also, for you to get the benefit of so much more other channeled material and your requests answered in an audio, okay? And for other people, kind of, to have this like warm community, which not for nothing. I've already said that it will be a lot more relaxing for me knowing that this stays within the club. The new information, the new material, okay? That you're under a coaching agreement. And when I'm more relaxed and when I'm more comfortable, I channel a whole lot fucking better, okay? Some of the most brilliant shit you have never seen because it was in session. But if you were in coaching with me, then you know. If you know, you know. All right. So thank you for indulging me. I just felt like, this was important to put it out there. So today we're talking about, oh, and by the way, if you're wondering what the fuck I'm wearing today, I wanted to wear this t-shirt for a client of mine. I was talking about this t-shirt, so hey, they will know who they are. And they're great. So anyway, I usually don't, like only on my days off. But anyway, I thought it was pretty cool, if you're into fashion. So we're talking about how to jump realities to your SP. Okay. So whether you're manifesting them back or you're just manifesting them, period, the process is the same. The process is the same if you're just manifesting anything unprecedented. Okay. My favorite specialty in my own personal life is manifesting something unprecedented, like pushing the boundary of the limitation. And with certain things, guys, and this is true for all of you, Certainly for all of you who came into my coaching, and scratch that, for all of you, for everybody, whether you were in my coaching or not, but I just know from experience that like 100% of you, okay, really misjudge, misinterpret where you are right now. If you don't have your SP, you're condemning this moment in time rather than making it a useful transition into a completely different reality. Okay. So you want to switch realities, you want to quantum leap, and you want to end up with your SP, okay, you have to have this shift of perspective. The perspective that you have now, that this is condemnation or rejection, or this shouldn't be, this is unfair, you're learning nothing in this way. Okay. So that part, like, immediately has to go, especially if you really, really sincerely want to quantum leap to not just for the SP alone. Okay, forget SP for a second. You should be doing your quantum leaps based on what you want. Okay, you're the king or the queen of your reality based on what it is you want. In some cases, again, I've had clients, many clients actually, quite a few of them, who swore up and down, this girl or no girl, this guy or no guy, and eventually, hell fucking no, at the end of their leveling up, because it's not on the same frequency anymore. They can't find the resonance anymore. But that SP or no SP leveling up, is my point, is a must do. Is a must do. You want to change your reality in any area of your life, you need to change. Don't wait for the outside to change if you haven't changed. Don't wait for the outside to change if you're learning absolutely nothing from the troubles that you have. Okay. Again, my perspective always, apologies for the whatever, the noise. My perspective always is, instead of just kind of like going and spiraling over something that maybe reminds you of your mama drama panorama from your childhood, just say, how interesting, how interesting, with curiosity, how interesting, okay, that I manifested this. Okay, so this is the alchemist now, this must be part of the plan. This must be because of what I'm asking. This is the day that you will become so powerful. It will be unparalleled. When you see everything and everybody, even though some things are really upsetting, and I totally get it, when you see everybody and everything part of your plan, all the while the theater is playing out, it's gonna be like everybody here is on my fucking payroll kind of situation. I'm paying them, okay, for this experience for me to level up. If you start taking ownership of that, and again, I'm a human, you're a human, we're in agreement. You can react temporarily, and get angry, get pissed off, boo boo boo, say a few mean things, but then now what? So what and now what? Excuse me, sorry. 1 second, please. That's how I talk to my dog. My thing. 1 second, please. Anyway, the Instagram dog language, you know what I mean? So, but if you stay there for a prolonged period of time, okay, uh, that's what needs to change. Everybody experiences anger. I think anger is usually a cover up for some kind of a fear, an insecurity. I'm angry because I'm not powerful. I feel, excuse me, let me rephrase that. I'm angry because I don't feel powerful. I'm angry because I'm fucking frustrated. I'm angry because I don't really believe that the universe is on my fucking side. Okay. Angry because I don't see any value in these circumstances. Whereas if you start deliberately expecting good things, even in the middle of a shit show, this too must serve me. I requested something. So it's not going to be like, oh, you requested something good. So everything, like the unfolding of it, has to be good, 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 good. No, there's a place for everything in the universe. Stop being so fucking judgmental. I understand that a lot of coaches promote this kind of like sterile, impossible to achieve, um, state of being, of constantly being like, you know, manifesting perfect shit, it doesn't exist. Okay. I have news for you. It doesn't fucking exist. That's why so many people are fucking frustrated. This is what drove me and continues to drive me to show up and say my piece about it, to not confuse people anymore, and to really give them this like breath of fresh air or relief in understanding, like, you don't have to be fucking perfect all the time. Everything has a place, and if you start being forgiving towards yourself, there's nothing to forgive in that sense. Everything has a place. You didn't fuck up. Okay, I don't care how old you are, what has happened in the past, you have a chance today. Okay? Your comeback, your epic comeback starts today. If you decide that, write it down. July 12th. Today is the first day of my comeback. I decide differently. I no longer want to blame the circumstances. I want to deliver magic out of them. I want to create gold out of it, like a true alchemist. Um, Lawless. How are you, Lawless? I haven't seen you in a while. Trying to ignore the 3D, learn the hard way, not to tamper with it to speed up process. Yeah, not a good idea. I mean, inspired action, as you know, is great, is fantastic in 3D. I trust that implicitly. There've been some, in some cases, people thought I was like, "Why are you doing that?" Which, by the way, again, just sign up for the book club. I just recorded this past week the audio about energies, dreams, and how the spirit guides help you quantum leap. Listen, you will understand why I created the book club. Okay, and I was gonna charge $100, not for nothing. All right, you're getting like what, three, like almost like 12 audios a month. It's coaching for $59 a month. Come on, guys. Um, Right, inspired action, yes, but there's a higher version of how to get there when this higher self themselves or the spirit guide like literally shows you the roadmap. Then your action is very kind of like measured towards the achievement of your goal. But just out of frustration, no. Where was I? So who's in charge of the narrative? Okay. Um I'm gonna read a few notes just to get them correct because I was ultra, but I mean, I'm not exaggerating, not being over dramatic. I was so inspired when I was writing the notes for this fucking live. It's impossible for me to describe it. Just another level. I feel the downloads. Okay. Right. So I answered the question. Who is in charge of the narrative? The fear or the you? The insecurity or the you? The doom and gloom upstairs from Mama Drama Panorama or you? Your negative belief system or whatever other negative component in your life will have you believe that this is reality, that this is more real than what you want. It isn't. It just is not. It's just that you allowed so far for the fear to run the show, for the insecurity to run the show, for the Mama Drama Panorama to run the show. Take the fucking power back, dude, or dudette, and take it in your hands. Get behind the fucking wheel. Today is the day of my salvation from the Bible. Today is such a fucking day that I get up metaphorically or literally off my ass and I really start believing in myself that I have another choice. I have another parallel reality to fucking jump to where I am happy. I am ecstatically happy in this relationship that I so longed for a long time. Okay. So if you're letting the fear win and you're in fear and you're insecure, you're giving this energy to this fear and it will continue existing forever. Forever. It's when you start to flip the script to the fear and standing up to it and saying, you know what? You don't have access to me anymore. You just don't have access to me. You are absolutely fucking ridiculous. That's it. I am requesting a flip of timeline. I'm sick and tired of hearing the mumbo jumbo upstairs. I'm not even going to entertain it. Do you know how powerful that declaration is? Like this kind of like I've had enoughness is very powerful. Now, after you've done this and recognize that the fear has been running your life, let's just be honest, okay? If you're flipping the timeline, you're doing it in a limitless way. All possibilities are available. It doesn't matter that up until right now, this moment, I was under the impression this was something that it wasn't. Okay? No problem. But right here, right now, I can start being the golden Buddha that I am and start deciding what kind of fucking reality I want to be a part of. Excuse me. State your destination reality, I called it. Parenthesis here, everything on my channel is copyright protected. Okay? For some of you still, out there, maybe wondering, what's covered under copyright is the way somebody expresses, not what, but the way somebody expresses themselves. Very specific words, very specific phraseology. So there are a few like really good things that I'm going to give you today. It's copyright protected. um, State your destination reality. Okay, this is gonna go in my book. In other words, destination reality. You're getting into a machine, a reality parallel time travel. And so you have to allow yourself, everywhere is an option. You have to allow yourself to completely rebuke the fear and state exactly what you want without trying to figure out how it's going to happen, what needs to happen behind the scenes. Let the fucking universe orchestrate. Just state it, get a fucking piece of paper and state it. We do a lot of scripting in my coaching because it works just magically, may I tell you. And everything's by hand, okay? No computers or nothing like that. It just, trust me, it just sinks in into your subconscious mind on another fucking level. And I, in my coaching, when I rewatch your sessions, because I always rewatch it, sometimes certain passages several times, because I really, I want to download. Second time around is different. It's just I download more so I can give you feedback next time we meet. Why did I say that? I write them by hand. The notes are all of them. Just everybody gets a notepad. I write them by hand. You should see it. I have, piles of it. So write it out. This is your reality. This is your destination. Now, in order to support this new choice, this becomes your new normal. Okay? It becomes normal to expect things to work out for you. Again, it becomes normal that you expect the universe to back you up. All right. So accepting yourself in this moment in time, not criticizing, I'm not, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not pretty enough, for women, or I'm not wealthy enough for men, and all these other things, something that I'm not enough. If you are to manifest something unprecedented, you have to think of yourself in unprecedented fucking terms. If you think of yourself as somebody who needs to chase, my darling, you will live out the chase of reality. Just get higher standards. A standard for a golden Buddha is I magnetize every single person that I want into my life effortlessly. Men or women, whatever, your preference in that sense, line up for me. One look at them and they're mine kind of situation. So accepting yourself with everything you are, and of course, inside and out, and inside more than out, I would say, because all these insecurities about weight and blah, 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 they only come from a belief system that's faulty at the moment, not working out so great for you. Forget all that. Accept yourself in this moment, yes, with this shitty situation, and don't translate it that something's wrong with me. This is why it's happening to me. Sometimes your face is too close to the artwork that God is designing with you. You gotta back up a little. Look at the masterpiece that God is designing in your favor. Now, if your perspective is, nothing ever works out for me, you will miss entirely the masterpiece that's being composed as you're slowly moving through certain situations, working certain emotions out that we need to process and disconnect from, not allowing those emotions anymore to predict your destiny. That is not your destiny. You need to create a different destiny. And it's done really deliberately, and you insist on it every single day. This is my new way. This is my new hair. This is my new wardrobe. This is my new self esteem. I think of myself as a magnetic person. I don't need to fucking try hard. The world comes running after me. I know I'm wonderful. I know I have value to the world, which is so important, which is why it's so important. Go subscribe to my other channel, Magic and Miracles 2. We talk about entrepreneurship, things of that nature. But irregardless, if you don't want to be entrepreneur, it's based in self-esteem. Self-esteem of what is my expectation? Do I know I'm wonderful enough for somebody to go gaga for me all of a sudden? Just because I chose. I chose. I'm loving myself enough. I'm accepting of myself. There's nothing wrong with me. I choose better situations for myself. This radiation into the universe of a new thought transmission, a new way of vibrating, excuse me, this is all you need. Can you hear me loud and clear? This is all you need. You don't need to go get somebody. I'm gonna answer your question, Lolis, in just or a comment in just a second. Sorry, I'm on a roll here. Now I forgot. Radiate that into the universe. This is all you need to do because it's so elegant and so simple. The solutions they come to you. It's such a waste of fucking time, such a waste of effort. You're gonna frustrate yourself, bending over backwards, chasing, figuring out, worrying, stressing, crying. Why? Trust the universe. It's on your side. It's at your beck and call 24/7. You know it from your own experience. Just this particular situation is tied to some kind of a trauma. What's traumatic to one person may not be traumatic to another, but something happened there. And you connected it to I'm not worthy and I don't really deserve what I truly want. I'm not giving it to myself in that sense. Okay? But again, I want to stress the big picture. The universe has brought you here at this moment in time in your life because it has something to show you. Don't deny the message. Open your ears, open your eyes, don't deny the message. The message is there to serve you. If you're learning anything, if you're applying, if you're transcending, if you accepting the message and working through it to become a higher version of yourself, that's the difference, whether you will succeed after this challenge or not. I hope you will. So, telepathically transmitting rather than running around and trying making shit happen, big, huge difference. One person knows exactly what they're doing, the other person not. Okay, they don't know the power that they have. Change your altitude, change your expectation, change your altitude. If you're down there with the fear, you got to come up. Change your altitude. It's like the private plane flies highest, okay, high above the whatever, the commercial ones. Why? Because it flies higher. I mean, excuse me, it flies faster this way. No interruption, no fucking traffic. Okay? You want to get shit done you've never done before. You want to create unprecedented magic in your life. Raise your altitude. Raise your altitude. Raise your expectation. Yeah, I know before I didn't expect this guy to call. I didn't expect them to fall in love with me. I didn't expect them to be nice to me, even. I didn't expect them to choose me. I didn't expect them to be faithful and loyal. But you know what? This is a new day. This is the beginning of my epic comeback into my 2.0 version, which is what I use for my coaching, kind of like the next version of you. Insert name 2.0. Okay. Um, this is what represents me now. Okay. Change your altitude. It is so true what Joe Dispenza says also in his own way. A different personality provides a different reality. If you want to experience change, you got to start observing the same shit and concluding differently. Just how interesting. How interesting. And then, what fun way can I really turn this around all in my favor? Or I can't wait how the universe will turn this around in my favor in such a mind-blowing way that has this piece of whatever situation, let's say, didn't happen, I would not have X, Y, and Z. Every time something negative happened in my life, it turbo like fucking quantum leaped me to Mars. Forget the moon. To Jupiter. I was like, whoa, I didn't know I could do that, but here I am, kind of situation. Hold on, let me answer Lola's. Kind of tough to believe she will reach out to me. I understand. But see, that's the reality. That's the reality. That's the tone of this reality. It seems hard to believe. Let's entertain a different version of you who says, maybe it's not outright like, yeah, no, of course she's going to call me, but like, what if at this moment in time, she's thinking about me too? What if my decision, involuntary decision, influenced by the programming of Mama Drama Panorama, this is my decision and not this person's. This is what's pushing them away because it's tough for me to accept that they will call me. There it is. That's it. That's the difference. A decision. But once the decision is made, you're going to have to make it your 2.0 self. You can slip up, but then remind yourself. And that's what I work in coaching on. Okay, Lola's goes on. Maybe we will run into each other somewhere. Okay, I like that process better. Thought process better. Guess I gotta leave it to the universe and believe. Yes, of course, leave it to the universe, but make a decision. Make a solid decision. Don't make two decisions that are diametrically opposed. Okay? If it's tough for you, okay, if it's tough for you to believe that she will reach out to you herself, then yeah, all right, we will run into each other and then we'll reconnect. Shoehorn yourself in that sense. But make it your priority to start putting more belief that maybe she also is thinking about me. Just right now, I guarantee you, I could put my fucking money on it. She's thinking about you right now. You're talking about her, she's thinking about you. They have literally, okay, they have energetic ears. You're all of your SPs, guys. If you only knew how much fucking power you have over this person, you would not shed a tear. You would do no such thing. You would not worry a day in your fucking life. You would just cruise through the day knowing everything that you were telling them energetically. Now, I don't mean every single fucking word. That would be exhausting and impossible again. Energetically, are you loving them? This is the other thing. I posted the post similar with that message over whatever the 4th of July weekend area time frame. Um, it's so simple. Like it's just lined up in my mind and I posted it like, if you're loving yourself and if you're loving them, okay, so you can't love anybody if you don't love yourself. Parenthesis here. Really love somebody, okay? Because that's not love when you're asking for somebody else's validation to come and soothe you. That's not love. That's a deficiency that you yourself need to fill since you're now an adult, okay, and your childhood isn't going to happen all over again. We can revise certain things, which I use revision extensively in my coaching because maybe you want to smooth some memories out. And I've worked with, even as far as going as far as people who went through sexual trauma. Okay, I've handled those cases quite a bit actually. Um, and naturally, in this case, it helps the person to smooth out, at least to smooth out the memories so that they recall them differently. And it really does work. I've done it in my coaching. It's a miracle what happens. Sincerely, honestly, but you have to make it believable. Okay. So, but the decision needs to be, yeah, she's thinking about me just as much as I'm thinking about her. Hi, Jenny. Greetings from Greece. All right, have fun. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry, I'm so thirsty when I talk so much. Okay, change your altitude. So I answered that question. I hope if you want a follow up question, you're welcome to. Change your altitude. How do I feel today? What can I do to change my fucking altitude? This is your job and occupation for the rest of your life. You want to jump ship, excuse me, of this reality, you got to really start being honest about what it is you feel. Really, really feel. Excuse me. I apologize. I gotta go get more of this lipstick. Anyway, this is sorry if somebody wants to know. Pillow Talk Fair by Charlotte Tilbury. I adore this lipstick. It doesn't actually like this camera doesn't show on my computer how actually beautiful it is. But anyway, you go check it out in a store near you. So change your altitude. The altitude has to be, I'm one with God. I'm up here dreaming, but not in a wishful thinking. I'm up here creating my world. For real, for real. You want to jump ship, you got to start entertaining these realities. If it's difficult for you to accept good things, just dream about anything you are planning to manifest right now as a story, as a book you're reading, okay? And write about it. Just, I promise you, if you're not going to come into coaching with me, if you're in coaching with me, it's on another level. Like I treat you like a Rolls Royce. I want to know everything. I want to fix everything in your engine, so to speak, in your belief system. And I really want you to start functioning like a fucking Rolls Royce. You deserve that. You deserve and feeling as you are. There's no other way to fucking function, okay? Get into the vibration of spectacular, unprecedented miracles and allow yourself to dream big. There are moments in your life, I bet you money, where you didn't expect something and something wonderful happened. When something turned in your favor, when you got that answer, when you got that money, when you whatever, and you felt on top of the world. Write those things down and source that energy towards your manifestation. You know what it's like to feel God, in other words. This is the altitude I'm talking about, that high feeling, the miraculous feeling, the unprecedented. Like, how in the fucking world is this possible? But it's possible because I asked and I completely changed my altitude to the private plane, metaphorically speaking, and I completely did not give a shit about my beliefs after working through them. Not to say that they won't come up once in a while, but just if you can just like blah 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 and be like, I'm over here dreaming. Don't bother me right now. Don't bother me ever, but don't bother me right now. I'm in the process of quantum leap because listen, once you quantum leap, and there's usually certain signs when you quantum leap, it's a sign that you've arrived, and now just let it flesh out. Something weird will happen. You will get some like glitches, in other words, like an email from, I don't know, 10 years ago will pop up with a certain message. Some weird shit will happen like that as a confirmation. It always happens. So, but to get into this vibration of miracles, do you know what it's like to dream? That's the place to create from. This is where it's like, how can I explain this? Again, using the metaphor of the planes, if it's not a connect flight, it's a direct fucking flight to God. Okay, it's a direct flight to this other parallel reality. From that perspective of God, really feeling like you're God, not in a narcissistic sense, not in disrespecting other people and thinking that you could do whatever to others, but in a real powerful way, like, wow, I can actually feel this reality is right here. And it was always right here. And silly me, again, don't beat yourself down too much. Silly me, I could have always accessed it. It's like it's in the room with you. But your vibration rises and suddenly you get that text. Suddenly you do this. Suddenly you do that. It's like, I didn't move. I'm still sitting in my chair. I'm still, Anna, this and that. Let's just use me as an example. But my vibration changed. Why? Because I took the time not to recite 10,000 fucking affirmations, but to actually go to my memory bank, the most powerful shit in the world, and source real, true, authentic inspiration from those moments that everybody has them. To source inspiration and to overlay this inspiration over my goal. Yes, of course, this darling of yours, make a statement. I want to be in reality where she is losing her mind over me and obsessing day and night and thinking, how can she make it up to me? Just an example. I don't know the situation. I think I'm obsessed. No, she's fucking obsessed. This is what I'm picking up on. You see how just like dramatically it changed? This is not like narcissistic talk. This is reinterpretation. And actually, reinterpretation, but not from a completely fucking delusional space, with actual science backing up this statement. Okay, that one particle always reacts to the other particle. Before you even started thinking of her, she was already thinking of you. How you like me now, kind of deal. Hold on, I gotta read this. Lawless. I can manifest what I desire. It's just feeling worthy once I get it. Right. I lose it a lot that way. Mm-hmm. I know I have to continue to feel worthy after it comes in order to maintain it. That's so interesting. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Very good. Yeah, don't push it away. Just embrace it. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta start feeling, yes, I am the golden Buddha. I do deserve it. Thank you. Like gracefully accepting. Okay, gracefully accepting, not like, oh my god, please, this, after begging and pleading, after killing myself with worry, then I'll deserve a little crumb. Like, fuck that. That is mediocre existence, and you've accepted this as normal. I'm just gonna be here modest over here, completely depriving myself of the god-given gift I have. What a waste. What a waste. And the thing is, it's like you're not benefiting from feeling unworthy, and certainly the universe is not. But just dare to declare, I am worthy of whatever I want, provided you're benevolent, obviously, provided it's not at the expense of somebody else, okay? Somebody else's happiness and all this kind of stuff. Doesn't mean I'm not talking about a third party. Like if you're, I don't know, doing something to somebody in 3D and it's obvious, you're not benevolent kind of situation. That's what I mean. Unmanifesting a third party is just like, forget it. She was never there, or he was never there, or thank you very much. Okay. Parenthesis here, just a side note quickly. If you're experiencing a third party, just thank you so much for reminding me of my power. I'm so powerful I could manifest you. See, power taken back. Take back your power. Yeah, I manifested you. Okay. What do we do now? What, believe me, your life like becomes a lot richer in that way when you stop blaming yourself, when you start using alchemy and learn your lessons as you go. It's like what? You like perfect? At some point, you're never going to be perfect. You're going to continue learning for as long as your soul exists. So at no point, perfection is necessary. Just throw it like take it out of your mind and throw it out. Perfection, not necessary. Authenticity, kindness, benevolence, yes. Benevolence towards myself first and foremost, because you're going to command to the universe how to treat you. They're always on your side. Like there's always a benevolence about it, of course. But if you're not asking for the things to be different, it doesn't have the right in that sense to say, oh yeah, you should have this. It's up to you. It's up to you. So don't leave it up to interpretation, but also begin to push the boundary. Push the boundary. At some point, Lawless, what you have now, you didn't have before. Somehow you allow just your mind. I don't care how small it is or whatever it is. At some point, you change your mind about what you're actually worth. Maybe it's a really small thing, maybe not. But at some point, you just sat down, excuse me, and said, you know what? I've had it. I've had it. I've had it. I want to feel comfortable with the thing that I actually desire. I don't want to feel like I cheated anybody out just by manifesting all these things. I want to really feel like it's my own because it is. Okay? It's my own. It belongs to me because I desired it and it is here. It's for me to fucking enjoy. Okay, Lola's writes, I heard a rumor she was seeing someone else and said to myself, there is no third party, he doesn't exist. And it came back to me quickly that it did not work out. I rest my case. It fizzled away fast. You're brilliant. What can I say? All of you are brilliant. And that's some shit. Like with some, so it just, with some things you're more prone to believe, and with others not so much. So it's just changing the idea. Okay, let me go with my notes. Excuse me, let me just take a little tea. Excuse me, please. This is what I wanted to give you. And again, I was really, really inspired beyond what I can explain with words, just really fucking inspired. um and again, this is copyright protected. I'm gonna give you some affirmations, okay, to offer you that maybe you can use, all right, to feel the worthiness, to feel like you that you belong in this world, darling loves. You belong, you belong, you belong. No matter who you are, no matter what it is that you're going through, you belong and you are worthy. There's nothing wrong with you, no matter what you've been told before. Ugh, almost made myself cry. Sorry. Okay, I get so thrilled. Not thrilled, emotional. The grass is greener where I stand is one. The grass is greener where I stand. Thank you, because I'm watering it. I'm watering it. I love myself and I have the best in mind. I'm a benevolent person. I do right by people. The grass is greener where I stand. Nobody can take it away from me. Nobody, because it's who I am. It's like my shadow. That's the elaboration. I'm reminded by this, no matter what situation you're facing, I'm reminded by this that I didn't claim my true value and now I do. Okay? Up to you to claim it. Up to you to get behind the wheel. Confirmation. Honk honk. Now I like these kind of deals. I love myself unconditionally and the universe embraces me with soft love and wonder. Okay? Comment if you like this. I'm gonna answer Lavender's Lysol. I'm gonna answer you in just a bit. Hold on one second. One more time. I love myself unconditionally, and the universe embraces me with soft love and wonder. Okay. The past was my catalyst, and I'm eternally grateful for it all. Really powerful. The past was my catalyst, and I'm eternally grateful for it all. This, I don't even, channeling, man. I am walking, talking tower of divine power. How you like me now? I am a walking, talking tower of divine power. Watch out. I embrace my kingdom of divine magic. I embrace my kingdom of divine magic. I am a powerful divine alchemist. I make gold and treasure out of all my lessons. Hello, good morning. How are you? I am a powerful divine alchemist. I make gold and treasure out of all of my lessons. Different perspective. Totally different perspective than I'm over here crying in the corner without my SP. I just put you back in the driver's seat. Okay, let me read what Lavender's Lysol wrote. Hi. Just wanted to say hi and thank you. You have changed my life. One day I'll go in coaching with you. The money is in flow to me at the moment. Till then, I just wanted to say thank you for what you're doing. Oh, thank you for writing that. Thank you. That really touches me. Um, how do I take a screenshot? That's so lovely. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, thank you. um, spend as little time in the logical world as possible. It's not logical what you're trying to achieve. It's not. Who gives a shit about the logic? One reality has nothing to do with another. I've changed realities walking, just like walking my dog or walking by myself. And I'm just like, universe, it's time. Now, of course, parenthesis here, I just want to insert, provided you've done the work on figuring out what it is you're really after, provided you figured out what that feels like, that altitude, and provided, drum roll, we all know what's coming, you've worked through your past beliefs and you know that you can be this powerful. In 1 second, hola everybody. And welcome the 2.0 version of you. Welcome to the show. Kind of situation. In 1 second, you can literally even be doing it walking, like I said. Just make it like so simple, elegant, effortless. Like I said, join the Magic and Miracles 2 channel. The links are below. Um, you will hear a very insightful audio there about predictions, how you predict. It's 39 minutes long, but all channeled and just came out of me. All right. So it's not logical. Stop trying to make sense out of it. Change realities in 1 second. Be walking and like, I'm in that reality. Why? Because I said so. I fucking said so. I just made a really responsible decision. Why be responsible and not to choose and select on purpose? Because that's how much respect and love you have for yourself. Every day, choose on purpose. Select. We're selecting. We're not just accepting. We're selecting. This is the reality. This is the description. I know what it feels like. I'm there. And then watch the universe confirm with glitches, with certain elements showing up the very next day. Okay. Lavender's Lysol. I have I have manifested a new job, and in midst of SP, wonderful. Living in the end, did have them come in and having to choose myself, boundaries, and removing mama drama, limiting beliefs, and learning to alchemize. I'm so happy for you. You don't know what that means to me. I just don't want to cry. Thank you so much. You don't know what that means to me. Okay. Whoo! Thank you. Okay. I get very shy. Thank you. That's wonderful. I love that. Really. Keep going. And I hope you join my book club. I don't know what else, like to keep, supporting that. Okay. Right. I already covered this, but let's go over it again. Make it so that your fears don't even have access to you anymore. Uninvite, persona non grata. You know what that means? A person who's fucking unwanted. Completely. Okay? That's it. You're not invited to the club. You're not invited to the party. Stop polluting my fucking energy. You know what that feels like. Fear has this feeling of tight, impossible, not gonna happen. Throw it out. Start feeling on purpose. I want to feel ecstatic. I want to feel wanted. I want to feel passionate about my life. I want to really demonstrate what it's like to be that person to myself. Am I going to give this gift to myself? Because nobody's going to come and like hand it to you on a silver platter. Everything is work. Everything is work in that sense. So you gotta rebuttal the fears. 100%. You're not welcome here anymore. And I stand my ground kind of situation. They're so irrelevant. They're not there to contribute to your life. Why would you waste your time Why would you be impulsive because of that? Why would you let them control you? Bad management, bad ideas, bad decisions. Okay. So it's up to you to be like, no, thank you. Okay. Lavender's Lysol. Don't cry, my dear. Just wanted to let you know you are changing people. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you for being you and what you're doing. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Um, okay, you just have to ignore it and keep going. Just ignore it one day, ignore it the second. They're gonna get tired. They're gonna get tired. I remember this one time. I'm gonna share it really quick because this is what's coming to me now. I don't know, maybe, let's see, 2 years into me leaving my drug addict ex-boyfriend and starting my fashion company, you know, in the beginning, it was such a high, and I made more money in the first year than I've ever made in modeling. But then things changed, okay? And because I was inexperienced, there was a little kinda like, how can I say? uh, things were not up, let's just say, and I had to figure out other ways of doing things. And at the time, I was experiencing a lot of doubt, and in my meditation, and again, I shared this on my channel quite a bit. I have the veil from me is lifted, okay, for seeing things in the invisible kind of deal, and I have different experiences. I've had different experiences, but that aside, it's easy for me to talk to my fears as these people who perhaps contributed to these beliefs and fears. And I don't know how else to explain it, but I can have conversations with them in my head and I can feel their presence. Like it's almost like they're summoned for me to have this discussion one last time to let that energy go. I don't know how else to explain it. And so the spirit, if you will, or the essence, the energy of my ex came through and started laughing at me like, ha ha ha, look at you. You're never going to succeed. Who do you think you are? Poo, 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 poo. And in that moment, I was so like already working so hard. I was like, you know what? I don't need this voice. You're fired. Go fuck yourself. You're a loser who does drugs. Okay. I left him because he wouldn't stop doing hard drugs. What do you have to tell me? And when I spoke like this with such assertive confidence and totally like laying it down raw instead of being intimidated and, you know what I mean, allowing, or even worse, allowing for the fear to start triggering you or anything like that, you look at it for what it really is. It was the last time that he appeared in my invisible realm, so to speak, energetically speaking. Like, this is how I'm able to read people's minds. It shows up. It's not visible, it's not, but it's a message. You know how you get a text on your phone? For me, it's like this. Anyway, but that's why I channel. So you just have to ignore it and keep going. The reason that these beliefs and these fears are attacking you is because you're made of gold. You're made of gold. You need to switch one perspective for another. This is not worth my time. My time is worth distributing my energy in such a way that I am going to get what I want. This fucking fear doesn't get me what I want. Sayonara, goodbye. Okay? Say goodbye to the old reality. Okay. The last bit, I mean, it's so essential. And if you really, really learn this elegant dance, okay, that you've created this desire, I want to jump realities to meet my SP, to bring them back in the way that I want. Okay. You've set yourself up on a high altitude. You created this energetic space for this person to appear. Now, please don't check the phone. Don't check your watch. Don't count days. Don't count weeks. Allow for the universe to start having a discussion, a conversation with you, back and forth. You will know exactly to the last detail when this person will fucking call you or propose to you. Can I tell you something? Again, not doing anything in the 3D, you will get all the signs, you will know it down to the last detail. Why? Because first of all, you just allowed yourself to state what you want and you got the fuck out of the way. And you stayed within that realm, allowing the universe to just ever so brilliantly to create something for you that was gonna literally, it's a portal that's going to jump you into that reality. Go with the fucking process. Have complete trust in the universe. Don't second guess it. Don't second guess it. The angels, my angels, they're always telling me, if you could just please let us do our job. Okay, you worry about your fucking human job. We got this. Don't worry about it, kind of deal. And they will let you know. They will nudge you through signs. Go here, do this, do. Okay, float on a cloud of the unknown. It's not so unknown, first of all. You know it very well. You've described this reality, you've stated what you wanted. It's very fucking known to you. Now, you just need to just completely be at peace instead of choosing fear all over again and going to visit that reality that you want to say goodbye to. Your faith and your knowing are going to create this wonderful reality. That's it. The power of your faith is like one of the scientists, I can't remember who now, was so into his calculations and his, equations that one morning he wrote, again, I can't remember who. If you know who it is, then by all means comment. One morning he was afraid to get out of the bed, thinking that the floor isn't going to be there, meaning because all of this is imaginary. So it takes faith to put your foot on the floor and know that it'll be there. Because reality is kind of like, we're in this matrix. It doesn't actually exist. But because you know that you're going to come out of bed and the floor is going to be there, and first of all, the bed is going to be there, it creates itself. So, this is how powerful your mind. And so it's not like you're floating on the cloud of complete unknown. You have a really, really fucking good idea of what's coming. Just let your human mind take a deep breath and be like, oh my God, what is coming is unprecedented, isn't it? And I'm going to be, baffled is not even the word. It's gonna just hit me in such wonderful ways. I'm going to be amazed and dazzled because I trusted the universe. You have no idea. The universe really fucking loves that shit. When you just leave it alone, it's kind of like an artist, like looking over their shoulder and telling them, no, paint that way. No, no, design the dress that way. Like, the universe is like, shut the fuck up already. Let me do my fucking job. You enjoy the art form. You just request and just sit down, drink some chamomile tea. Why don't you? Don't tell it what to do. It's going to create such a masterpiece out of your situation right now. You have no idea. You do not have an idea. But your vibration, it needs to be there. I mean, you can't experience that world if you're not in resonance with it, right? Focus on the best and ignore the rest. A lot of pronouncements, declarations in this life. Don't stress, don't obsess. It's nice that it rhymes. Focus on the best and ignore the rest. Yeah, yeah, it's here, but I don't have time for it. Nor did I ever. But now I'm like so deliberate. I'm so fucking deliberate. And the fact is, you don't have time for it. Who the fuck has time for melodrama, mama drama, panorama all over again? No, thank you. We're here for the magic of it. We're here to create unprecedented stuff that will blow your motherfucking mind. And I want you to come back and, like, this lovely person, thank you so much for sharing, can come back and share with the world how it really works. How it really works by your decision alone, backed up by the work. The universe is the toughest coach, I wrote, because it truly is there training you to, yes, be worthy, accept it with ease, and to upgrade in every sense of the word. Right now, you may not see how this is an upgrade, but trust me, it is. It is an upgrade, is all it is. Just again, zoom out from the big picture that maybe your nose is touching the painting by now. Just zoom out. Zoom out. Look at this. This is the painting of my life. Let's connect the dots. Let's see how it all happened and what am I doing right now. Such a powerful exercise. Let's reinterpret things. Let's reinterpret events and now give, not in a completely delusional sense, not like I'm lying to myself and I don't want to take responsibility for my actions kind of sense. No, not like that. Okay. In a way that I can help myself believe that in this moment right now, I can change my mind about my worth, about how I can respect myself, how I can put myself first, and how I ultimately deserve the best experience in this earthly incarnation. Okay? Say goodbye to the old reality and let your planes fill the sky. Enjoy. Enjoy. Enjoy it now. I want you to really make a thing of it. Okay, in case you were wondering, let your planes fill the sky. Audience is extremely, extremely intelligent, but for those who don't really maybe speak English very well or something, let your planes fill the sky means you've accomplished your goal. You reign supreme. Congratulations, you've arrived to the new reality. Make it your home. When when you're walking into, or maybe moving into, rather, excuse me, to a new home, new apartment, what have you, and maybe it's a new marriage, whatever. And this newness is uncomfortable. But believe me, this will be so easy for you. At first, it's like you're taken aback. Wow, do I really deserve to feel this good? This was me. I'm just telling you, the way that I commenced this life. 15 years ago, I was such a different person. I would feel guilty when I would feel good. I would feel guilty when I would allow myself to help myself, stand up for myself, tell the truth, stand up to somebody who's disrespecting me. I would feel guilty because that's how I was raised. I was raised by a fucking narcissist who programmed me to feel guilty for other people's bullshit. No, that's their bullshit. Give the bullshit back to the people who really instilled something else in you. That is not your story. Your story is that of the most amazing magician. You really need to claim this story today. You can do this. I mean, you could do this every day, but it's not necessary. Spend some time on really depicting, explaining what it is, where you want to end up, how you see your life, what specific reality, what do you want to change. Don't tell me about the drama mama panorama, meaning in this case, like the statement of what you want. I want to hear your drama mama panorama in coaching, to work through it for you to detach, to completely see it as somebody else's story by the end of the coaching. And many people do. Okay. It's just like, it's another person. It's another person altogether. Like sometimes, seriously, how I described the process in the beginning. Sometimes the person comes back like after 2 or 3 months for just touch ups, some just tweaking, nothing major. And I'm looking at a different person. It's like, holy shit, fucking bananas. I'm looking at a different person. And now this person gets everything I talk about on my channel, which to me, honestly, is so heartwarming. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. More of this, please, kind of situation. It makes my fucking day and week and month and life. Okay. So let your planes fill the sky. Okay. Anybody else with the questions or any comments or whatever? Now is your time, and then we will conclude. Excuse me. Anybody? Okay. Let me just quickly glance at my notes. I think I did a pretty good job. It's a shift of perspective. It's a shift of energy. It's a shift of identity. It's a shift of altitude. Design and create your reality from a different perspective. You will be on par with that version who already has it. You will be on par with that version for whom it is like so natural, like going to your bathroom in the morning and brushing the teeth. Literally, this is the level of expectation that I'm talking about. Okay. All the information from me is below. Again, I want to encourage you to sign up for my book club, okay? 2 to 3 months, excuse me, 2 to 3 times per week, I will be recording there. Again, I'm full of ideas. Sometimes I just pick up the phone, bright and early at 4 o'clock in the morning, or sometimes really late at night after the meetings that I have. So it's wonderful material, if I do say so myself, but I know how transformative it can be if, again, I'm comfortable in the environment of this book club that I've created and get to really, I mean, who's to say? I might record more than that. 2 to 3 times is just kind of like an estimation, but I need to have this, please understand where I'm coming from. I need to have this ability to, yes, to share this material in a safe way, and really give you the gold. You will be so happy that you joined. Just sign the coaching agreement, okay, when you purchase, and just remember to re-sign up, because I don't know how to do these things where it's like reminding you to just, you do it. It's on the website, it's there. All right. So, and if you have any questions, or you just wanna do you hear the bells? That's so cute. If you want to just reach out and book a one-on-one session, the same thing applies. Just book the session on my website, sign the coaching agreement, send it to me via email, and then please let me know what works for you, some times and dates. Okay, that's how it operates. Thank you so much. I will make some shorts out of this live, but just as I posted, this will be the kind of structure of this channel. The book club is separate from, for all the reasons that I've explained. um and this is mostly going to be visual, mostly lives and then shorts. And listen, happy to oblige. I see you guys enjoy those, so fantastic. I'm learning about all of this technology stuff, and it's wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate Lavender's Lysol for sharing. Means the world to me. Again, Lolis, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Until next time, ciao ciao. Big kiss.